If you want to get into web application security in 2026 and you don't know where to start, this is the only video you're going to need, because I'm going to give you the roadmap and exact steps you need to take to learn cybersecurity very deeply. By the way, my name is Alian. I'm an application security engineer in fintech industry, and I've been in tech for about 7 years now. Over the years, I've worked as a penetration tester, backend developer, DevOps engineer, and now in application security. So I've seen systems from different perspectives, and I know how systems work under the hood. But before we talk about web application security, let's zoom out for a second. Most of people think that cybersecurity is just people hacking stuff, but in fact, cybersecurity is a very broad field and there are dozens of job positions in it. So there are people that their job is to monitor the company's assets, monitor the network, and defend the assets that the company have. And the other side, we have some offensive guys that try to hack the network and hack the web applications inside the company. So what I'm going to give you in this video is a foundational basis for all of these categories. And then we take a step further and talk about web application security. So whether you want to become a penetration tester, AppSec engineer, bug bounty hunter, or red teamer, this is the roadmap for you. But why am I suggesting web application security to begin with? Well, what I've personally found is that web application security is one of the best foundations that you can build. Not because it's trend, but because lots of technologies are built on top of it or communicates with it. Think about it for a second. Mobile applications talk to web APIs. Cloud platforms expose web dashboards and services. And lots of internal company tools are built on web services. So if you deeply understand how web applications work, you're building a foundation that prepares you to work in other areas of cybersecurity as well. But I'm going to be honest with you, you're not going to become an expert in this field in 3 months. And anyone promising that is just selling you motivation and not real skills. There is no shortcuts to becoming a professional hacker in just 3 months. But now when I say there's no shortcuts, I don't mean you have to waste your precious years. What I say is, the real shortcut is building solid foundations. Because once you understand the fundamentals, everything else just clicks. And I think the realistic timeline, if you really work hard and follow the roadmap, is that you can land a job in about a year. So trust me, this approach will actually save you years of confusion. But why am I still insisting on learning the fundamentals? Well, most people fail at cybersecurity because they start from the wrong place. They jump straight into vulnerabilities and bugs. They start to learn things like SQL injections, accesses, and IDOs or other stuff. But they do that without knowing how those web applications work or why do those bugs exist in the first place. They don't know how frontend talks to backend, how databases are structured, or how data flows to an application. So what ends up happening is that they copy paste the payloads, memorize the patterns, and they just use the tools blindly. And when they encounter something that actually looks a little bit different, they don't know what to do. So I want you to know that a good hacker doesn't memorize payloads or tricks. They actually understand how the systems works and how they are built. Alright, now this is the roadmap. Think of it as layers that you need to understand. These layers are built on top of each other and you gotta go in order. So the first layer is networking. Basically, this is how computers and systems talk over the internet. Well, of course, I don't want you to become a network engineer, but you have to know enough so you know what's happening behind the scene. And of course, certifications like Network Plus can help, but there are lots of other stuff in there too that are good to learn, but it's not necessary. And don't worry, in my next videos, I'm going to tell you about the things that you really need to learn in networking to become a good hacker. So after you learn networking and how systems communicate over the internet, you got to learn about operating systems. Basically, all computers have operating systems. The applications don't run by themselves. They run on these OSs. So some examples of them are Linux, Windows, macOS, which of course you have heard of them. And currently, most of the servers use Linux as their operating systems. So that's a good place to start. So this means you should learn the basics of Linux, use its terminal and execute commands in it, and of course, learn some bash scripting too. So later on, it's useful, and for some job roles, it's necessary to learn Windows Server and its internals. But for the start, Linux is the go-to choice. But before you understand vulnerabilities, you have to understand web applications and their architecture. And that means knowing things like how frontend and backend work together, difference between modern architectures and legacy architectures, APIs, and other stuff. And I think it's the first step of getting into web applications. And now you're ready to proceed to next layer, which is programming. Yes, you need to learn that too. Lots of YouTubers and influencers tell you that programming is not necessary and you might want to learn it just to write your own scripts. But from my experience, those who are developers, like backend developers, and know what's happening behind the scene, do a much better job than others that don't. Those who have experience in developing applications know how a developer thinks, what endpoints they might have put there, or what mistakes they could make. And in general, if you know development, you're familiar with both mindset and the tech stack. And one way to look at it is that you're going to hack an application. How are you going to hack it if you don't know how it works? And don't get me wrong, you don't have to become a senior developer, but you have to be good enough so you know the ins and outs of the application. To be specific, I think it's necessary to know basic JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and client-side JavaScript for front-end side, backend framework like Node.js or Python Flask, which are easier for start, getting familiar with databases like SQL in a specific MySQL, and of course, you will need a scripting language like Python or Go for writing your own scripts and custom tools. So what I really suggest you to do is to develop a really basic application that has a front end, a back end that connects to a database, and if you want to take a step further, you can build a web server like Nginx and Apache and put your web applications behind it and then deploy them all. And this way, you will know that you have a really solid foundation on how web applications work and how your day-to-day life applications work in the end. And of course, I know it might sound a little bit scary at first, but trust me, when you learn those, you're gonna thank me later. And now we get into the fun part, which is learning the web vulnerabilities. Well, the main source of learning them is OWASP Top 10, which is the list of top 10 vulnerabilities in the real-world applications. And now at this point, learning them becomes really easy because you understand the logic behind them and you understand the web applications. And now you gotta solve a lot of labs so you could really master those attacks on web applications. And this was the roadmap. Once you reach this level, I guarantee you're not lost anymore. You can read documents, research on your own, and move on to more advanced topics that you like. And the most important part is that you could apply for the junior roles in offensive security or might start doing bug bounty hunting on your own. And basically, from now on, your path is wide open and you can have your own journey in cybersecurity based on what you like or what pays the most. I hope this video has helped you and got you out of confusion. If you want more videos like this, please like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. And if you want more advanced roadmap or anything else, please let me know in the comments. See you in the next one.